So instead of playing guitar today, I thought I would just talk about one topic related to creating music, which is the topic of autonomy and individual creativity versus collaboration. And so obviously that will, include my own personal biases, which are the result of my own experience in education. And so, and I approach all of this with a healthy sense of realism and pessimism from a perspective of non-perfectionism. And so the experience is that I've had the experience of working with several brass and woodwind players who themselves were touring members or studio members of nationally or internationally known jazz and rock bands that you're familiar with. And I'm not even going to get into identifying all that because you can check my SoundCloud site out and just read about it. But my experience with all of that, working with those guys myself and then learning of their experiences, is that those kinds of collaborations almost never resulted in the best work that those players had to offer, because they were much better musicians and creators than the stars that they were supporting. And so as a person myself, as an individual player, I experienced the same thing myself. There was just it was all about compromises that to me had a lot of downsides. And as time went on, I just saw there was not going to be an end to it, because there was so much marketing pressure to conform to certain kinds of commercial standards that I just ultimately had no interest in. And so what I'm saying is that because of the pandemic we're in and the economy, it's perfectly all right and even beneficial to approach creating solo music performances, that because you have a greater chance of really getting to the core of what you want to sound like as a composer, creator, player. Okay. So, and it's all part of that has to do with, personality types. I mean, for example, if you are an introverted person, you're at you have a certain sociological disadvantage in the music industry, because marketing in America rewards extroverted, mass-marketed people and material. And it's perfectly fine to reject that and turn your back on it. So that's part of what I'm saying. It's it's perfectly acceptable and even desirable to be satisfied with striving to be the best player and creator that you can be on your own. Okay, rather than trying to participate in a system of celebrities and mass marketing, which ultimately demands that you compromise in ways that you ultimately just don't want to do. So that's the gist of what I'm saying is, it's fine to turn your back on all of that.